Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 104 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Toledo. Joining me today is Christian Toledo.
Welcome one and all. We have a legendary chapter to talk to. We're going to talk about a legendary chapter with a legendary person.
A legendary guest, one of my favorite people to bring on this show, Christian. We're talking, of course, about King Recon.
Yo,
Welcome to the show, man.
Just know that the feeling is mutual. I love talking to y'all too. And I hope y'all are you guys are gonna have a great Christmas and happy anniversary to the Red Force podcast. Man.
Second anniversary, man.
Doing big things. So keep moving forward, man.
Making big waves.
Big waves. We're coming for the throne.
We hosted the surprise reverie. Some people are upset about that.
But what it is.
You know?
Now, just One Piece news this week is out of control.
All
right. We've had, of course, the chapter maybe of the decade. You have to look through what actually came out this decade. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to look through what actually came out.
I don't know. Is it even the best chapter of the year?
This one.
I think that's a discussion.
That is a discussion.
It
is a
came out this
discussion.
year, right?
We do have the chapter.
Yeah, Ultimate came out this year.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get to that later.
Right.
We had Jump Festa. Now, Christian, on this show, we talk about the fandom. We talk about translations of Japanese words that weren't meant for our ears. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Translated into English. Many ulterior motives.
Yeah. Many spins. Many
right.
key choices of words.
We're talking, of course, about Otis speech yearly at Jump Festa.
Sure. Yeah. Everyone remembers the lurking legend.
The lurking legend.
Right? Who was
the lurking legend?
I'm assuming it's Bullet at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be Bullet. I think it was talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Because they faced Bullet in the movie.
Maybe. We have interesting text from Oda this year. Now, we are using Arda, because we always use Arda, and he's fair.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have an agenda.
Alright, that's all.
Okay.
That's what we have to do, alright? That's what we have to do.
So we'll have a look at that.
Because I can't read Japanese.
Okay.
Right? We're left in the dark here, we've got no choice.
Maybe we should try and learn Japanese, Christian, so we can learn.
Maybe. Who knows?
So we'll get to that in topic of the show, Christian. Topic of the show. Now, you said last week, if we get a named attack from Roger, the show's over.
Yeah, One Piece is over.
So, One Piece is over. We're going to be reading the Jump Festa news and talking about the end of One Piece.
Last week I said, if there is a named attack from Roger next week, Wano is the final war.
Okay.
And One Piece will end in 5 years.
And I said I'd join you on that bandwagon.
Exactly, and now we're here.
And now I have to join you on the bandwagon.
And now we're here.
I still can't believe we got a named just a swing. I can't
it.
believe there was a swing,
It's
let alone a named attack, dude.
Never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought Oda would give us any attack from Roger. Let alone to name one.
What if we get a glimpse of Rafter next week?
Don't even start.
Bro, we gotta relax, man. We gotta relax.
All right, what if? That's the question.
All right, so let's just get straight into this chapter.
All right, straight in. Chapter 966. Roger versus Whitebeard. Straightforward title. That's what it is.
That's all you need to know.
What a title, man. What a title.
The cover story with Capone, new Navy guys, alright?
Lola's doing something.
Yeah, Lola, yeah.
What is this cover story even about?
What's the payoff? It's gotta be something, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chiffon and Lola, something's happening.
Will we get to see Senior Pink again?
Maybe.
We'll get to see Senior Pink.
Christian, this has gotten to Olympus levels right here. Of just inane cover stories.
Of just like nothing happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, cover story. Most of the cover stories, nothing happens, alright?
There's a few good ones.
There are a few good ones, alright? A few good ones. But most of them, not that good, alright? So, into the chapter. Oda rushes forward, alright? Classic.
Seems like his thing is to just run forward.
Classic Oden. Rushes forward. He smells a wild beast. That would be Roger, right?
I assume it's Roger.
Yeah, alright. Roger stops Scopper and Rayleigh from going in. He doesn't want his two best men getting hurt. Alright?
Scopper Gabond.
Get some hype.
Finally gets the source.
Alright, get some hype for Scopper Gabond.
Dude,
he gets words. We get to see his weapons.
He's on panel.
It's crazy.
Alright, that's crazy.
Right.
Now, people out there, massive Scopper fans, alright?
Alright.
It's only been myth and rumor that this man was the third strongest.
I mean, Scopacabon is a community meme.
okay.
Ever
True.
since
that.
that panel with Marineford with that guy with the tattoo
Yeah.
smoking the pipe,
Okay.
everyone's assumed it's Scopper. When's Scopper gonna be important
Where
to the
is
story?
Sure.
How can we forget the fan animation of Luffy versus Kaido with Scopacabon teaching Luffy gold haki?
It's too much. It's too much.
How can
I
we
remember
forget
that. Yeah.
It is Scopacabon is the community headcanon
But now justified.
theories.
Now real evidence of justification. Okay.
Okay, I'm right. Maybe. Is he going to be important to the story? I doubt it.
We'll have to wait and see.
Is he still around? Who knows? All right. So, Roger comes in with an attack called Divine Departure.
This thing.
It's some sort of haki beam. All right.
What is going on?
What is going on? Alright.
Dude, it might just be he just named a swing. He was like,
like-
"Screw it, I'm gonna swing and call it Divine Departure."
I
man."
like how the Yonko have heavenly named attacks.
Exactly.
Now, is Luffy
True.
gonna get like Gum Gum Divine
No.
Annihilation or
Luffy's a
something?
man of the people. All right.
Yeah.
Luffy doesn't have divine.
Gum
attacks.
Gum Liberation?
No. All
What
right.
do you,
Man
what,
of the
what do you
people.
think about that? I don't know.
Man of the people.
Man of the people.
He's got animals, and that's it. All right.
Alright, sure.
All right. That's his name convention. Animals and weapons. All right. That's how it is. So now we're here. Roger used a named attack. And
And I still can't believe we got that.
What do we? What's
You
there even
know-
to talk about anymore?
It's stunning how this chapter is stunning in many ways, Christian.
Yeah.
Because you get hyped, you lose your mind, alright? You see it, and then you reflect, and you go, I never even, in my wildest imagination, thought this would happen. I always assumed Oda would pull the card of, you're never going to see this man do anything to keep the mystery alive.
Yeah.
But now,
It wasn't
Yeah.
even. It wasn't even going to be a thing that would get a Roger flashback.
yeah.
And now we're here
Yeah.
getting a side where Roger's not even the main character. Of the
Roger
flashback.
and Whitebeard. Not
Yeah.
even against random goons.
No, just Roger and Whitebeard hanging out, with Odin. All right. So, is this flashback even about Odin anymore, or is just Roger stole the show? I think Roger stole the show.
Sure.
All right.
It's gonna turn back to
Sure.
Odin soon.
At some
when he goes
point.
back to
Yeah,
Wano,
for sure.
But,
Yeah, but
For sure.
Roger stole the show.
Okay.
All right. We all
Yeah,
know
of
that.
course. Bro, when he's on screen, he's the most important character. No question.
That's right.
No question.
So he sends Odin flying. Pretty impressive attack. Odin goes flying. All right. He wasn't expecting
At
it.
least Odin could handle it.
He can handle that named attack from Roger.
Says something about Odin. Luffy couldn't handle the Thunder Bagua, as we saw in the anime this week.
Oh yeah,
Christian.
we forgot to talk about the anime. We'll talk about it after the chapter.
Okay.
Alright, we'll talk about the anime after the chapter, alright? Because good things and bad things from that episode, alright?
Okay.
We'll get into it after the chapter, alright? So, Roger sees Whitebeard across the battlefield, and they charge at each other, alright? And then a crazy clash of haki happens. The weapons don't even touch.
They charge up with this kind of like, it's like,
Just look at it, bro.
what's going on?
The pressure is too much.
It feels like the planet's gonna split in half, man. With this
Jesus
panel.
Christ.
The level, it's a new level of haki that we haven't seen before.
It's like the extreme. It's like it's the pinnacle of the verse. Is what we just saw.
Yeah.
Like that's the best
Yeah.
you get.
That's the best haki
Now
thing we've seen.
Luffy has no weapon.
Sure.
Okay,
He's got
so
a fist.
we're assuming this is some kind of flow or Rio,
Yeah.
as we.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Definitely
both
real.
of them are using Rio at the same time. That clashes without the weapons touching,
Yeah.
as we assumed.
Yeah.
They charge up with also that like the
Haki
haki
lightning?
is just straight up just coming off the weapons.
Yeah. It's so much haki.
Like Zoro has it a little bit
yeah.
on you can see like the little fire
Little
flame
flames, yeah.
designs on his weapons.
Yeah.
But these men are just spewing it out of their
Yeah,
blades.
dude.
It's like they're like next level dudes.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's Roger Whitebeard,
they're at the top.
and that's obvious. Now, some people out there are still saying Whitebeard was the strongest at Marineford. And where was this in Marineford? Nowhere to be seen. All
This is a
right.
dying sick man, Christian.
All right. So
Yeah.
read Marineford, right? Read it, and realize the whole point of Marineford is you can't be the strongest man forever. As Whitebeard says, as Crocodile says, as Marco says. All right. Whitebeard not the strongest Marineford. We all know that. All right. Stop. You see this man in his prime.
Now, Christian, I promised the people on Twitter that Eric's Art Corner would return for this specific panel alone. All right, I want to go on a rant about this panel.
All right.
Because not many people talk about the art of One Piece, right?
Okay.
Observe this panel. The weapons act as the speed impact lines of the entire panel, right? And they all merge into one piece. I've never seen this done.
That's great.
And never been pulled off in any manga I've read.
All right.
Right?
It's gorgeous.
It's this masterful technique of Oda, Christian. And the way he's used the lighting, the poses that gives this panel just absolute brutality.
Right. You can feel the power coming off the page.
For sure. And I think the welcome addition as well of having their jackets like being pushed by the force also adds on to that as well. It's a really nice addition.
Don't underestimate Oda's ability to generate impact and speed and power.
The master, he spams clashes all over the series.
Okay.
Of course
He
he's good at
does.
it.
So for this one, you already know he's gonna go all out.
Yeah.
He already did.
He's got to be good at it if he does it all the time.
Yeah, you know, it's Oda's #1 fighting technique.
Okay.
The clash.
Sure.
Just to generate that high.
Clash of Kings.
All right. Generate
Clash
that
of Kings.
Now, no sky splitting, Christian. Are these men above that feat?
Yeah, there's no clouds in the
Oh
sky.
yeah.
All right,
Dude.
Go on.
Look, well, I guess we'll get into the next page, but I'll get into my rant then
All right.
about their power.
All right, we get a pull out shot. Everything's gone flying. Haki explosions. Trees getting ripped out of the ground. Insane.
Moby Dick almost tipping over.
Yeah, it's some guy flying in the air.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, just look at this page. The sky and the clouds are running from these two individuals. They want absolutely nothing to do with Roger and Whitebeard. With other individuals, they split. For these two individuals, they are out of there. They don't want to be in the area. They don't want to be in the vicinity. That sky is going to be clear from here on out for these two goats. That is what I call legendary, man. Absolutely.
Absolute legendary. All right, absolutely legendary. Now, after that, we get a little Oda panel saying they fought for 3 days, 3 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
how is this island still standing?
yeah.
Facts. How is the world still standing?
Also, I don't know about you, Recon, but like Whitebeard's crew looks young, inexperienced.
But they got a lot of members.
They got a lot of men.
All right.
Roger kind of has Rayleigh, Scopper. Maybe Odin makes up for Rayleigh, but I don't know. Is Marco that dude? Like, is Vista
Marco's
that
definitely
dude?
that dude.
He's
How old
50.
are they now? They're like what? They're
He's
like
17,
17,
18?
something like.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah, that's all right. So
Luffy's 19, so doesn't really matter.
yeah. So they fight. Some people upset that the fight was skipped. Oda gave you.
Are you
Oda gave you a name to tackle.
people?
Roger.
You have to be grateful.
Facts.
Why are you being
Yes.
greedy? You can't be.
It's been
Agreed.
20 years of nothing from this man. Nothing from Roger.
Facts.
named attack.
Yes.
Named attack.
A named attack, dude.
We don't even have a named attack from Mayhawk
No, we don't.
Yes.
Or Shanks.
or Shanks.
Or Shanks.
Yeah, so we can one from Roger.
Now,
Crazy.
Not only that, Oda's watching for our health, man. I mean, we're about to head into Christmas. He's like, I don't want to kill these guys.
Can't
before,
handle it,
you
can't
know.
handle
it.
They can't handle it, man.
Right.
now with this Roger techniques that he's displaying, Christian, we assume that Shanks has the exact same techniques
100%.
from his master, Roger.
So do you assume we're gonna see like a divine departure from Shanks?
Maybe not
sometime in the
specifically
future?
divine departure, but the same style of like crazy haki,
Oh, no doubt.
Haki
He's the Haki
beams.
master.
swords
Yeah, absolutely.
gripping with haki.
Shanks should be the world's strongest man in terms of Haki.
Okay.
He should have
For sure, I agree with that.
Ultimate future
ultimate
sight, whatever.
Haki. It doesn't
Sure.
even matter. All right, that's what it should be.
We might see the divine departure
Yeah, I can see it.
from Shanks because he was there on the divine departure, Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah, and
Shanks-
he'll be paying homage to it. It'll be a hype moment.
Yeah. So, we'll wait to see Shanks. All right. Probably in Wano. All right. That's my prediction. All right.
I
At
think-
this point, probably in Wano.
Probably
Yeah.
Wano. All right. Because we all know.
I think listen, I went on this rant a good 3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
even before this flashback, Roger, Odin, Shanks, Inu, Neko. And, you can count Izo in there as well.
Yeah.
The Whitebeard pirates and the remnants of the Roger pirates should know about this 20-year plan,
Yes.
right? There's no reason why they wouldn't take Wano for their friend,
Yes.
Odin. They're waiting, Christian. They're waiting for this 20-year plan. Neko Mamushi's not here because he's gone to gather them, Christian.
Exactly. And
Bro, if I
Jinbei.
see him with Rayleigh, bro, I'm leaving.
I feel like Jinbei's going to get
The fisherman?
the fisherman. No, not the fisherman. All the Whitebeard pirates,
Yeah.
and Neko's going to get all the Roger pirates.
Alright.
That's what I feel.
That
like
would be
it's
awesome.
gonna be. We're gonna get
would be
Shanks.
Because we know Luffy...
We're gonna get Rayleigh. We're gonna get Scott.
we know Luffy needs a third party to help him against two emperors and their crews.
No
alright?
doubt.
For sure.
No doubt.
100%.
Could you imagine that panel of the Roger pirates
I can't.
reuniting? We got Shanks in the middle.
Rayleigh.
We got Rayleigh with Scott goodbye.
It's a double page spread. You got Luffy in the middle,
Yep.
Rayleigh on the left, Shanks on the right.
Oh,
What do you think?
Oh,
of
no,
that?
that's too much, bro.
insanity. All
The
right.
two masters of the
That's kind of
people.
level. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
And then we get, some interesting Blackbeard tidbits. All right?
Oh, some secret Blackbeard.
Shanks and
I
Buggy
love this scene.
notice that Blackbeard hasn't slept during the ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
And Buggy notes that the rumor has it that this man has never slept before. Now, Shanks says he must have twice as fun, which is, I think, interesting, and maybe a hint to the two devil fruits conundrum.
Now, King Recon, are you on board with the three devil fruits, or are you not on board with the Blackbeard getting three devil fruits theory?
I mean, I think it's one of those theories that it's like kind of like it's like one of those theories that we've kind of accepted as something that as a fact
and
in the
it's
community.
it's really
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I feel like we still have to see where Oda's gonna go with the whole three. I mean, it's like with the theory with the three skulls and him possibly being able to get another fruit. We just don't know enough about Blackbeard. But I think it's definitely possible. Now, whether it's going to happen, I'm not sure, of course. But it's possible.
Yeah. This also gives credence to Marco's words in Marineford about his body being strange,
Yes.
and the Jai thing about Luffy feeling like there's more than one person.
Yes.
Now, people
Exactly.
say that's his
Yep.
crew, but that could also be him.
Exactly, yeah.
I
agree.
It's getting more and more likely that Blackbeard has two souls, two personalities, whatever you want to say there.
That doesn't help the scientific analysis. So maybe he's got like
Two souls. Let's just say two souls. Let's just say it's a King Crimson situation. Right?
Okay,
Let's
alright.
just say that.
I actually thought about that too. Yeah.
And let's say
We can
King
have that.
Crimson is indeed Rox D. Zebek. Somehow,
Oh, here we go.
within
I'm
Blackbeard's
gonna
body.
pass on that, Christian.
I think it's possible.
We haven't.
Why is it possible?
Tell me.
Because have we ever seen Blackbeard during the nighttime? I'll ask you that question. The answer is no.
Killing Thatch at night.
Exactly, an evil deed during the night.
Okay.
True. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
But it was an evil
go
deed
on.
in Marineford. I don't know. You might have to put a little more theory into this.
all I'm saying is
it's
it's getting more and more likely. We just got Zebek, he disappeared, no one knows where he is. Blackbeard happens to be 40 years old.
You tell me somehow he's inside Blackbeard.
Some mystical haki,
He's devil fruit.
some haki bullshit, alright?
No
Doesn't
haki
matter.
bullshit. Right? That's not what haki does. It's a devil fruit.
How does Blackbeard know so much about devil fruits, about the ancient history, about the Will of D? How does he know?
100%.
Is it
How does he know?
Is it a Palpatine? Is it a Madara situation where Zebek's hooked up to some chair and
No.
and telling
Yeah.
Blackbeard what's going on?
He's in his body, two fruits, two souls. I think it makes sense.
It could also just be an Emperor outlier thing.
Yeah, it could, but
True.
we're getting that.
What do you,
I think because
what?
Blackbeard has to be Blackbeard's shaping up to be the ultimate villain, right?
Sure.
Some
Yeah.
people say it's going to be Aimu. No, alright?
Okay.
No, I hope not.
Sure.
I hope to
But-
God it's not Aimu, alright? Because I want to see Blackbeard, the man who's been built up for decades,
Yeah.
be the final villain.
Not only
Right?
like for me, because Blackbeard For a long time, he's my second favorite, but for a long time he was my favorite and a character in the series. And the reason for that is because of the "People's Dreams Never End" speech, and just how that's led into how we think and feel about his character, even with all the stuff that he does and says. And it feels like he's always supporting Luffy, with everything surrounding dreams.
Yeah.
And what's very fascinating about that is that now Oda's telling us that a person who has never slept in his life is also the one that embodies dreams the most, because he himself can't dream. I mean, he literally can't dream if he doesn't sleep. So he's always faced with the harsh reality of life. He's always faced with isolation and darkness. So he knows that more than anyone, which is why he has to escape into his dreams in actual, like, real time. Which is why I think it's so fascinating that Oda decided to give that character that theme. So now it's like everything's starting to make sense when it comes to Blackbeard's character. I can't wait for that flashback when we get the Blackbeard flashback. Man.
That flashback.
It's going to be amazing.
It could be Say's flashback, alright?
It could be.
Alright.
It could be.
So, after the Blackbeard stuff, which is very interesting, Roger explains that he's been to the last island, Lodestar, 13 years ago. That's interesting. That's new information.
Very interesting.
New information. Roger got to the last island pretty quickly, right? And then he's like, what the hell do I do now?
Getting to the last island doesn't seem that difficult if you're like Roger.
He's like, now I have to go collect these road poneglyphs.
Now, we were talking about this before. We assume that all this text and instruction is in whatever the One Piece characters read, which is what, Japanese or English or whatever.
Some sort of common language.
Because Roger can't read the poneglyphs.
Yeah. But the voice of all things, but he can't. I don't know.
The last island has to be the instructions on the road poneglyphs.
Sure, yeah. That's what English told us.
Yeah, but it's not in poneglyph language, it's in common speak or whatever.
Or there's some guy who tells you.
Some dude.
Some guy, yeah.
Sure, alright. Which brings up an interesting point. Why haven't the world government destroyed this island? If it gives instructions on the road poneglyph.
That's a good point, I don't know.
Very good point.
Also, now with 26 years, right? When does O'Hara get Buster called?
20 years?
I believe. Robin was 8. What is
30
her
now?
Yeah, so 22 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So
it needs Odin, kind of.
But he got to the Grand Line 13 years ago.
But
could have Roger gone to O'Hara to seek the knowledge, or did he not know about O'Hara?
Well,
I think he knew about O'Hara.
Yeah, but how many decades?
He might have even theorized, but they themselves didn't really know because they were creating theories themselves in the room about everything.
Yeah. But how long have they known this to read the poneglyphs?
Exactly, because when did the Marines find out about O'Hara and want to blow it up?
Yeah,
get rid of it.
How long did it take them to
decipher the text? How long were they doing
very
it for?
complex,
Yeah, it's all kind of question marks there. So
for sure.
We're on our way. We're moving. We're going up Sky Island. All right, but Odin joins Roger's crew because Odin wants to see the final island.
Yeah.
Whitebeard very upset, very mad.
He's got his Delphoid here.
Right?
He's got his Delphoid here confirmed.
All right, confirmed. He's got his Delphoid. Tilsa sees with anger, with just anger. All right, that's how powerful this man is. All right, doesn't have to do heaven and earth. He's big attack. Doesn't have to do it.
Okay.
Just gets angry in the sea's tilt. Alright? So, again, Roger in prime, ridiculous.
Roger says, Christian, those famous words, I'm going to be king of the pirates. Now, that's
Off
clearly
screen.
what he says.
Off screen, though.
Off screen, similar to Luffy.
Alright?
Yeah, in the flashback. Yes, the flashback.
Beautiful.
No,
Christian. Now, is that what Shanks was talking about at the same words as the captain?
Exactly.
I think so. I mean, it would make sense with his dream and... I mean, if he says something else, then it might be something like with freedom or whatnot. But I think at this point, with how the series has gone, I think it has to be King of the Pirates. It will be beautiful.
I think it is because, like, him saying, "I want to be would he say that when he was 8? I want to be the freest man on the seas."
Yeah.
Like it's a bit mature for an 8-year-old, especially Luffy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they reach Sky Island. Odin writes the message in the poneglyph that we saw in Skypiea.
Of course.
Sky Island.
How can we forget?
At the end of the arc. Seems like Roger can hear the essence of the stone, but he can't necessarily understand it. just hears a pull or whatever.
He gets like the feeling from the stone.
Yeah.
Which
He gets a feeling that it's a story of great power, which is really cool when you think about it.
Yeah.
And it clears up some things, like, can Luffy read the poneglyphs eventually? No, he can't. He still needs Robin,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
So, that's the end of the chapter.
Okay.
What a glorious chapter.
10 out of 10, no doubt.
There's no doubt
No
in
doubt.
my mind this is 10 out of 10. Alright?
No doubt.
We got Shanks in the
This
chapter.
is a once in a lifetime chapter right here, man. This was really good.
Magic.
Now, is this
Incredible.
a transcendent chapter?
Yes.
We will be talking about this chapter till the end of time.
Well, Christian, the power scaling men will talk about this chapter for the end of the time.
Exactly.
But for just general hype, it has to be up there.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something. Well, it depends on what we get in the rest of the flashback. Because, like you said, if we somehow get Raft or something next week, I feel like we're going to be talking about that a lot too. But just a flashback like this chapter and what follows after this with Roger, we're going to be always going back to and like, okay, this, and that until we actually get like the One Piece reveal and stuff like that.
Now,
this will be our clues.
I don't think this isn't the last time Roger and Whitebeard meet theoretically, because they both set foot on Wano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe, and that's when they have
They
their,
drop Odin off
Yeah.
and then they talk.
They probably have,
Yeah, then they talk
they see Odin
about the
off and
Woody.
they talk at the waterfall, which is assumably on Wano.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So not the last time we see them, Christian.
Alright. So, predictions, fellas, for next week. Now, we could go crazy. We could go absolutely
Now, of course,
insane.
there's a chapter on the January 6th, so we got a break next week.
Yes.
Yep. For both the manga and the anime, right? There's no episode, I
Yeah.
believe, this week.
What are we doing? Are we doing top 30s? Are we doing...
We'll do the top
podcast awards?
30s and the results, Christian, for the 2019 RFP Awards.
Red Force Podcast
Now,
Awards.
if you're interested, people, go vote. Guest of the Year, Best Chapter,
Best meme.
Best Meme, Most Cancerous Comment.
Yeah. What
There's
else?
a question on there about if Shanks is the God King. You can answer that.
Yeah.
I think that's about it on there.
Go do the survey.
Go do the
right?
survey.
Go do the survey.
See who wins.
See who
Go
wins.
to the survey.
Now, predictions also. We forgot to do them. Alright? Predictions. Are we getting Raftel?
If next chapter is the last part of the Roger portion, I feel like at the very minimum he will hint at it. At the very minimum, we will see the words in bold "laugh tail"
I think,
in the chapter. At minimum,
I think next week's going to be a montage of the final voyage. And then ending, we see the Misty Raftel, right?
But then that confirms that it's not on the moon.
But we already know that from Crocus. We've technically already seen Raftel from Crocus. If people
I
remember.
guess. But is that accurate? Is Crocus even accurate?
He was there.
Yeah, but
he was there.
the words he said in at the lighthouse, not necessarily correct.
Okay.
It was kind of retconned later on in Zo, but
It can be spun.
it could be spun. All right, can be spun.
I'm gonna assume, I don't know how many red stones.
Will we get to see and confirm that Albath has a road
I
poneglyph?
was about to say.
Yes.
Now, Roger didn't say he had all 4 stones in this chapter, did he?
No, I believe he should have the Big Mum one.
He has 1.
He should have one.
Yeah.
Unless he's gonna go steal it from Big Mum next
they
week.
probably go to Zoe to see Pedro.
Will we get to see a Big Mum Roger clash?
Yeah.
Next
I mean,
week.
how long is this?
That would make sense. What you just said. Yeah, they go to Zoe. That's where he sees Pedro. They go. Yeah, that would make sense.
And then-
Narrative.
Do they go to Albath and confirm to the audience that the last one's there so we know which is the next arc?
Yes.
Does Oda do that?
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
possible. Yeah, I think that's possible.
It would be fair, and it would also save us that moment later on down the line. It would save us a panel.
And it would also tell us that Shanks knows where it is. They could tell Luffy.
Yeah. And
So
like,
connections. Yeah.
Roger might have the one that Kaido has right now and not the one Big Mom has, because there's 4, right? Kaido has one now. We don't know when he got that.
Yeah.
Big Mom had, but we already know Roger stole one off Big Mom.
Yeah. Stole the Robbie, yeah.
He could go to Whole Cake Island and Albath
Yeah.
and Zoe,
Yeah.
or it could be some Kaido stuff to get that one off him, because he might already have whatever. It's because he has 1 and he needs to get 3.
Will we get to see Orochi meeting and talking with Kaido next week? Are we going to take a break from Roger? We're going to take a break from Roger.
We'll get that when we go back, I think,
Yeah.
to Wano. 'Cause
Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
question.
right now we're on like the Roger journey.
But we did interrupt it with a bit of Orochi stuff
Okay,
a couple chapters ago.
sure.
So it is possible.
Yeah. It most certainly is. I think you might be right. I think we might get like half, or maybe a little bit less than half of Orochi and Kaido, and then the rest with Roger.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a chapter. Great chapter. Absolutely fantastic chapter. All right. Now, let's talk about the One Piece anime.
Okay,
Did we talk about the previous episode with
I think
the
we did.
shenanigans?
No, it was on. It was
It was
live while we
on.
were watching it.
Yeah, it was premiering while we are doing the podcast. All right. So last week's, we have issues. All right.
Yeah.
What is with the Gear 3 fisticuffs that Oda never draws and the Toei love to do?
I don't know, man.
You know, it's strange. Did Kaido look a little weak? Did they kind of ruin, the surprise? Kind
I
of.
don't know. This is how I put it down to that. They added stuff.
But they always add the wrong stuff.
Okay.
Toei always does it wrong. Why you don't have? You can't have Luffy and Kaido clashing because then that's just people just assume they're equal power. Like it's.
Go on, Recon.
Yeah.
I feel like with this one in particular, though, because after I finished this week's episode, it kind of put everything like, because whenever I saw Kaido taking it all and actually seeing him like take all these attacks, I kind of found him even more or just as or even more menacing than I did in the manga, because I was like, good God, bro, this man Luffy used everything in the book, literally everything that he has except for a Red Hawk. Yeah. And he hit Kaido with absolutely everything, and this man took it all and proceeded to one. The anime even added a scene whenever Luffy hits him, and he's still just bah.
This Kaido has problems on its own, but I don't have a problem with Luffy just hitting Kaido and Kaido just taking it. The problems I have is Kaido in his Dragon form clashing with Luffy's, Grizzly Magnum or whatever, because it's not faithful to the point of the fight. The point of the fight is that when Kaido finally does an attack, Luffy gets one shot.
In the manga, it's way more extreme to where like Luffy literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
I've been watching a few reactions on the episode, and the people who don't know what's happening get the point that Luffy has no chance.
Yeah.
Which is the intention.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's a bit like I don't know what's going on with his Haki aura stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Is it like
it is very weird?
Some sort of Kaioken demon aura?
Yeah, I don't know.
It reminded me of Hunter x Hunter whenever I saw it. I was like, this is like Nen to me.
It's kind of maybe they're starting to gear up to use flow in that way.
Maybe.
Or Rio,
yes.
Maybe.
I do think so.
But it's not. Flow is not a full body thing. It's a specific point thing.
Yeah, but
it could be a full body thing though.
Toei does get second full body always when it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
true.
I guess that
they might do their own adaptation
because
stuff.
they're using that effect specifically on the weapons when Zoro uses Haki.
Sure.
So they're trying it out on the
body.
On the bodies.
Sure. But it's I don't know if it works because it's a little bit distracting, a little bit muddles the image.
Yeah.
Because it's too dark and like it's over the character.
Yeah, if you're gonna do auras, you gotta do the Dragon Ball Z style.
You go around the character.
You gotta go around him. Don't go in front of him. You can't.
But in general, animation on point.
Natoshi was found.
Yes. All right.
Natoshi returns.
He was.
The Thunderbarga, delicious. All right, delicious.
It's tasty.
Dude, the sequences were in both of these episodes were so fluid. It was phenomenal from animation, storyboarding. It was just composition, everything. It was on point.
Now,
good God, dude.
Luffy used the King Kong gun here. Is that?
I'm upset because of my little thing.
Is that a bit ridiculous? Because we know the power of King Kong gun. So in Dressrosa. It should at least knock back Kaido. I don't know.
But he never got like the full attack out. Like it barely indented his stomach. Like he almost got there, and I think that's what the anime was telling us, that he almost got there. The intent was there. So like he just barely like put his fist in his stomach, and then he got wiped away with a Thunder Bagua. And what's fascinating about this is that in the manga, whenever Luffy got knocked out, I was wondering because right before he got knocked out, he seemed like he was in fear. So I wondered how the Conqueror's King's Haki worked in that scene whenever he was glaring at him. But in the anime, it made him. It kind of had like that clear effect, like Luffy's fighting spirit was still there. So whenever that Conqueror's Haki scene happens, it makes a lot more sense.
Do you feel
in that
like
regard.
Kaido's speed wasn't portrayed in
Yes,
this
that's the
episode?
problem I have with it. Because the Thunder Bargra is supposed to be Speed Blitz, supposed to show us how fast Kaido is. And would Luffy be able to react and use his own move with it? Kind of negates that a little bit.
Because
Okay.
these giant enemies in other anime usually wouldn't be fast.
Yeah,
The scary thing about the Emperors is, Kush, it doesn't matter how big they are.
yeah,
They're really fast and really agile.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
But, did
some
pretty...
gripes, but in a good episode.
It was shiny.
Yeah.
It was nice to look at.
Now,
Yeah.
is Katakuri, the last episode of Katakuri fight better? Yes. All right.
I like that fight better, yeah.
More
It's-
dynamic,
that-
more dynamic camera. I think it is better. I think
I'd have to think about it. I got to think about it because I really, really liked last week's episode. There was a lot of phenomenal shots. But 870 was just so special because we almost never get those. So I got to think about that one. That's a good question.
All right, that's the anime corner. All right, that's that.
I just want to say something to the fans out there, Kush, about this chapter specifically this week.
Okay.
You have to be grateful, all right? Drink it in, soak it in.
I feel like One Piece fans these days aren't grateful. That's what I feel like.
How dare you ask for more? Your eyes don't deserve to see more.
I don't know. I think there's an entitlement, maybe problem in the community,
It's just...
but I think it's a discussion for a different time. But man, we'll see what happens next year, because we're actually gonna start getting into the war next year. Clash galore. Get ready for it.
Yeah.
We'll see who
That's gonna be
turns
fun.
up. We'll see what's going on, but yeah, we're gonna get a whole bunch of sort of, moments like this, moments with
Now, in the
emperors
anime,
clashing.
Kush, in this chapter,
Yeah,
the planet is probably going to explode
sure.
the way they're going.
I think we're gonna have like one of those DBZ shots in space, and we're gonna see like the fight from space.
We might, it's getting to that point.
All right, so that's the chapter talk done. All right, let's move in. How strong is Shanks? All right, the servant. How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Who think Blackbeard's the strongest. Who think Dragon's the strongest. Who thinks sweatiest man on the planet, Alkain, is the strongest.
It's just too sweaty.
And the worst of them all, to think I'm the strongest. Ridiculous. But every week we bring 100% genuine factual information to the table to prove to those who do not believe that Shanks is indeed the strongest.
And they will believe.
Alright? And this week's evidence says it's so strong that the legend states if Shanks clutches his haki with anyone, the haki will transcend the page. And it will knock out the reader with pure hype. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. There you go. Now, moving on to topic of the show. Jumpfest and news. Oda's comment.
Okay.
Alright? And also, is One Piece ending? That's the big question, alright? That's the big question. Let me pull up this statement.
Translations provided by Ada.
Shout out to
Of
Ada.
Library of Ahara. Go check him out.
Shout outs. Alright?
We appreciate
Does a
it.
great job. Alright. Let's just read it. To everyone who came to Jump Festa, hello. This is the famous rapper king, was it Ginyu? Talking.
Sure.
Just kidding, this is Oda. Okay. Alright, Oda. With his
I mean, he's a
hilarious
character. He's a
jokes,
character.
right? The year of the 20th anniversary of the One Piece TV anime came in with such energy. There's been so many events, projects, and a movie. It sure was jam-packed, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. We'll do the rhetorical questions, Oda. You can't.
He
no one can-
always does it.
No one can answer these questions. Alright? I'd like to use this chance to say, truly, thank you very much. Thank you, Oda. Thank you for the hard work. The
Stampede
years.
was great.
The years, the decades.
Man. Yes, thank you so much, man.
Right.
Greatest weekly experience ever.
Exactly. To all the staff that was involved, good job on finishing your work. That said, for me, I can't quite say good job on finishing. At this point, hitting the brakes isn't an option. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Getting dark. Oh, it's getting dark. Getting
Oda's,
old. He's feeling a little
So
shameful.
is that
here.
assuming that we're not getting breaks anymore, or for him,
Yeah.
he's not
He
getting
has
breaks
to-
anymore?
No, he has to take the breaks.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
He has to take the breaks. He's getting old, alright?
Uh-huh.
The man's getting old. But we let Oda take his breaks, of course.
Absolutely.
Man needs his time off a little bit, alright? I'm sure he's doing other bullshit anyway. He's not actually taking time off.
100%.
I'm sure he's like doing volume changes and SBSs and movie
Color
stuff.
pages, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm sure he's not actually taking a break, but whatever. Alright. Odin's adventure, have you been enjoying them? Yes, alright. Thank you for the rhetorical question again.
Yes.
I have to watch out for what is fine to reveal in these chapters while I'm drawing them. If I don't restrain myself, I may not end up revealing the entire secret, every secret in the series.
Oh, there you go.
There
Very
you go.
important. Very important flashback here.
Alright.
Christian.
If I don't restrain myself, that said, while we're focusing on these flashbacks for now, the importance behind Luffy and the others' adventure and the meaning behind their fights so far will soon become clear to us.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I assume the emotional investment will come at some point.
Alright.
Yeah.
Luffy doesn't care much about that sort of stuff, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. At this point, the Wano country is reaching its core. Alright? We're reaching the middle area of
We're
Wano.
eating the salad, Christian, and we've had the soup. We're getting into the meat.
Alright?
That's right.
At the point, alright. I've been excited to draw these panels, parts of the arc, so here we go. And go on the flip side, Zabo will, Vivi will, Hancock will. Wasn't it? On the flip side, I don't know what that means. Zabo will, Vivi will, Hancock will.
All triple dots.
All trippy dots.
All
Meaning
triple dots.
something's gonna happen to them.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, enough of that. And finally, enough of that, and finally things are starting to develop in such a way that the end game might be soon in sight. Keep an eye out for it.
Ooh.
This upcoming year of One Piece will be an absolute blast. So stay tuned.
There it is.
There it is. There's a statement. Get ready for the end game.
What do you take out of that mostly, Christian?
One war starting, obviously,
Yep.
next year. I guess the answers of if Zabo and Vivi and Hancock are alive will be answered.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And that One Piece is coming to an end.
We're
Alright.
close to the end game, apparently.
Alright. Oda is getting old. He's getting tired. Alright? Everyone keeps on saying 5 years left. The editors, him. Giving us percentages forever.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to believe it. We don't want to believe that One Piece is close
That
to
the
ending.
greatest can end.
We don't want to believe.
What are we going to do?
Yep.
But it's right in front of us.
Legit, what are we going to do?
I don't know. What are we going to do? I don't
That's
know.
a good question,
How
man.
could you not have the weekly experience in your life?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's
Should
true.
it feel so weird?
So, we saw it in this chapter, in my mind. The willingness to show us what Roger can do. We're already in the end game.
It raises the
Yeah.
flags.
It raises the flags of
We're getting to the end.
Yeah. This is the end. Get ready for it. It reminds me of like when you show what the legend characters do and how strong they are. It's time for the series to end. Because what's left?
Yeah.
You know? So
Especially a character like Roger,
Yeah.
you know.
25 years of nothing, and now we get everything. So, what do you think the game plan is for Oda? If he finishes Wano, do we go to Albath?
We need to get that last poneglyph.
Alright, we need to get the last poneglyph.
We have 2
And then we
right
go to
now.
Raftal, and then that's it.
We have 2 right now, we're going to get 3.
Yes.
Alright? We need to get the last one. And then we can finish the story.
Is Raftal the last arc? Last island? Last adventure?
Well, then yeah, probably. Listen, King Recon, what do you think about Whitebeard's dying words, and about the war that will engulf the world after the One Piece is found? Do you think that's happening?
Oh yeah, 100%. I just because I feel like everything's being set up towards that. That's exactly the question I was about to ask y'all about. What do you think he meant by Sabo, Vivi, and Hancock? Because we already know Sabo and Vivi because he's been hinting towards that. But with Hancock, that was very interesting because he didn't say Mihawk, which is also a central part of that chapter, Weevil, which is a central part about that chapter. He specified Hancock. So it's fascinating because those 3 characters can lead us all into a plot with the Celestial Dragons, specifically those 3, because they all have a connection to them.
Maybe.
So I don't know if Oda means that, like, in post Wano, we're gonna get some stuff with them, and that's gonna lead us into the final saga, or are we gonna get some of that stuff within this arc? What do you guys think about that?
I think after. I think probably Hancock might get saved by the revolutionaries, and then maybe she joins them, because we know her beef against the world government.
But does she sacrifice herself so her people could go free? That's a bold move I can see happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna sacrifice myself so my people. Maybe make a deal with the Marines. I don't know.
Wanda's gonna have a lot of players in it,
Yeah,
and it kind of has to justify who turns up and who doesn't.
sure.
Absolutely.
Because, like, are the Navy actually going to get involved? Or is that too many people?
I think the Navy are getting involved because you have the sword unit there.
Sure, but, like, I'm talking about, like, Kizaru, Fujitora, like, actual units.
Well, there's something going on. Something big's going on in Alabasta right now.
Yeah.
And we speculate Blackbeard's hitting it up.
Yeah.
That's what we speculate. So...
And we still don't know what Shanks told... the Gorosei, they that could very well lead into the government moving into another place as well.
King Recon, last week we revealed our grand plan for Blackbeard. We might as well go over it here a little bit.
Yeah.
So the idea is that Shanks went to warn the Gorosei about Blackbeard. That's commonly thought what he was warning them about, right?
Yeah.
Now, why would Shanks go and warn the Gorosei about an emperor who they already know about?
Yeah.
Because Blackbeard has made a deal with the world government, and they're using Blackbeard as a cover to annihilate Alabasta.
Exactly.
And Blackbeard, in return, gets Devil Fruits, weapons.
It gets Pluton.
Maybe he gets
Maybe
Pluton.
it's Pluton. Yeah.
They'll bring in Pluton.
Yeah.
Into this, right? And that whole scheme of them working together will be uncovered by the revolutionary armies, and therefore start the Great War.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's what we think was going on with Blackbeard.
Okay.
Now, Akainu would object to this, Christian, of course.
Yeah.
But we all know he's a government dog.
Sure.
All right? And it has to do what the world government says, specifically the Gorosei.
But we were talking about not necessarily the Marines have to know. Might be a
It's just a world government thing.
deep world government.
Oh no,
secrets.
Blackbeard destroyed Alabasta. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
Turns out they issued the order.
orchestrated it. Exactly.
I like
So
how do you feel Akainu? Well, just like assuming he doesn't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel Akainu would feel if Aokiji were the one to tell him? Like how would he feel about the world government doing something like that with Blackbeard, of all people? How do you think Akainu would react to that?
I think we need to know more about Akainu's point of view.
yeah.
Because we don't necessarily know why he thinks the world government is the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know he's absolute justice.
Yeah.
And that he will destroy pirates at any cost.
Yeah.
So maybe that has something to do with it. But Oda can't really change Akainu to go on our side.
Yeah.
If this would have
Yeah,
been
he
the case.
killed Ace. There's no way.
So there would
There's
have
no
to be
way.
some kind of like
Yeah.
internal dialogue or like, I mean, people in history have justified horrible things from means to an end.
Sure,
True.
but
So
yeah, I think Arcanum might do that. But yeah, so
Yeah, and plus he's already challenged him multiple times before,
yeah.
so he could very well do it again.
so that's the Jump Fest in news. Is it as exciting as the Loki legend will reveal himself? Not necessarily, alright? Not necessarily as exciting as that is. But
maybe he's learned his lesson.
yeah,
About,
maybe he
about
has.
saying things.
You know,
on
promising
stage.
Wano, the year of Sanji, Loki legend.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright.
We don't even know if Wano's going to end next year, at this
no.
point.
There's no chance Wano ends next year.
There's no chance, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I wonder what he's got planned for chapter 1000. It's so hard to aim for
Yeah.
this stuff, dude.
It's Shanks and Luffy meeting because Shanks turns up
That's-
in Wano.
That is the ideal
alright.
scenario.
That is the ideal.
Alright?
Yeah.
How many chapters are away? 44?
34.
34? It's possible. It's very possible.
We got what, like, let's say 4 chapters of this flashback left, maybe more.
Minimum, yeah, minimum.
Yeah.
That leaves us 30 chapters. Yeah, that's about half. That's about midway through
Midway
the
through the
war.
battle, Shanks turns
Shanks
up.
turns up.
It's possible.
That's possible.
AKA most hype chapter of the year.
Oh.
Maybe of all time.
All time.
Jesus Christ. That paddle of Luffy trying to give Shanks the hats back, or them meeting,
Yeah.
is the most legendary paddles in manga history.
Facts.
Yeah. It's going to be greatness, alright?
That's something you plaque on your wall, man.
Alright, there it is. So there you go. There's the topic of the show. Moving on to the questions. Now, the Power Scale will return in 2020 at some point.
Yes.
Alright?
The first episode back, Christian.
First episode back from
In
2020.
2020.
What's that, episode 106?
Yeah,
100
yes, 106.
We'll work it out, alright? We got things
We
cooking.
got
alright?
plans.
Alright, there you go. So, let's just get into the questions. First questions comes in from Gilberto. Christian, you're wrong. Wano is not the final battle. You're making Taekwon look insane. Now, that's not a question.
Okay.
Alright? But Wano is the final battle. As we got a name attack from Roger.
Okay.
As I said last week.
Now, do you think, because apparently this is the final battle, will Luffy come out of this arc Emperor level?
He will achieve Emperor level during the Blackbeard fight, which is a 1v1 on Raftel.
Okay.
Not a war. Straw Hats
But
versus Blackbeard 1v1. Let's go. That's all I want.
for sure. But I feel like at the end of this arc, we're going to see him into that tier, like enter the lower tier of the Yonko level for sure.
I think it'll be around Admiral. Whatever you want to say about that, I know some people think they're equal. They're clearly not, but that's a different story. Right? So he'll be around Admiral. I think he hits that level.
People forget that panel of Luffy blowing up that tree with Rio, alright?
Alright.
Luffy's gonna come out of this flashback super busted. I'm gonna see
Yes,
it.
yes, he is.
I don't know if that is Emperor level, alright?
I'm not saying he's Emperor
I don't know
level.
that
I'm
he's
just gonna
Emperor
say
level.
he's busted.
There's still people out there who still think he's not even first commander level. There's still people out there that think
That's
that.
insane.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's insane. Too.
We were saying this before. We'd like to see like Jack get Blue Note by Luffy right
Yeah,
now. Just to,
do it.
Just,
Just
to,
do it.
Just to tell us where he's at.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, next question from Drix. When Whitebeard and Shanks met, Whitebeard said, "See your face makes the wound I got from that bastard ache." With this week's chapter, we know it's not Roger. Whitebeard had no scars after the fight. So, who is this guy and how is he related to Shanks?
He does have band-aids on his body, next to his scars.
But they're the where the medicine goes in, isn't it? Because he's hooked up to the machines.
No, he's got a scar on his top of his chest, and in this chapter, that like band-aids where that is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see what you're saying.
I'm assuming he's talking about Roger. Who else would he be talking about?
Yeah. Rayleigh? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
know.
really.
Maybe really. I don't know. There. Next question. From MBZ. Why is Christian listed as a guest for the podcast awards voting list? Yeah, very disrespectful.
Now,
eh?
You are
Very
a guest.
disrespectful.
You are a guest, all right?
I'm the
And you're
co-host.
losing pretty badly.
I'm the because I'm the co-host. I'm not the guest.
I think you got to have had 2 votes, all right?
I'm not a guest. I'm the co-host. So
You're definitely the guest.
okay, well, maybe who's winning that? Who's winning that right now?
It's a split between King, Brago, and Recon.
Ooh,
About 20% each.
King Recon, if he gets his fans on board, could win the guest of the year. All right, gotta get activated. All right, gotta get ready for it. From Chris D. Oda purposely does not give us Rayleigh versus Oden clash. The scope of meat is now officially over. After 3 days of fighting, it did not appear that anyone was injured. How was that possible?
Yeah, there was a few band-aids going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are Roger and Rayleigh using advanced haki? Should Shanks and Whitebeard clash have done the same? Well, maybe Whitebeard wasn't at that level anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that, well, we know that he wasn't at that level anymore. But it's advanced haki. It's Rio. It's not something new.
Yeah, I think there's confusion
Yeah.
going on in the community about what people think haki is and like the different levels. Because
Mhm.
people keep on throwing out words like advanced,
Tier
level
5.
1, level 2, level 3, level 4. It's all very, again, real confusing and not necessary.
Yeah, but they do exist.
There's
you know,
Rio, which is
yeah.
what Luffy's learnt,
Sure.
which means haki in Wano speak,
Sure, but it's
but
the
like we know
coding
what
of-
it means.
Yeah. Sure.
And then there's just like better armor haki
Yeah.
and better observation haki.
Yeah. Okay. Next question from Michael. They portrayed that Scopper was close to Rayleigh's power level in the last chapter. Any chance we see him in the current timeline, and if so, when?
What would his purpose be?
To teach Luffy
Maybe
gold haki.
Maybe he was like kids.
Gold
master.
hockey.
The gold haki returns.
Of course.
Becomes real.
It returns.
Maybe he was kids master.
God.
Because listen, alright, I like seeing Roger and Whitebeard actually like, clash with each other.
Sure.
Maybe we can have that for Luffy. Or is that just Blackbeard?
That's just Blackbeard.
Okay.
Kid's not even close to Luffy's level at this at any point.
Sure.
Right? How does Kid compete with Gear 4? And then how does Kid even compete with Rio now?
And Future Sight.
At Future Side, he can't.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
he got? Like, he would have to have fought Beckman. We know he fought someone in Shanks' crew.
Mm-hmm.
He would have to fought Beckman, defeated him, then gone and learned Rio to be on Luffy's level.
For it to be fair.
For it to be, why is this man so strong?
Okay.
So, Kid, he's going to be decent. He's not going to be Luffy level. There's no way.
What was even the question? Oh, what's Scopper gonna do?
Yeah.
Like Rayleigh's the second, the right hand man, you know? Like, why would the third man teach Luffy something that Rayleigh couldn't?
I don't know. I just think he'll just forever be a background character. I don't. Like,
He
I
might
don't,
turn up with Rayleigh. He might be still alive.
that's true. Is he
Yeah.
the bald man with the tattoo?
Maybe. Who knows?
Will Oda make
That's
good?
possible.
Will Oda make good on it? Who knows? All right.
Next question.
From Straw Hat. What's the deal with Blackbeard in this chapter? I mean, we talked about
That's
that.
a $1 million question.
Right?
Sure.
We already talked about that.
It's funny how he almost looks exactly like Cody Jones.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Cody Jones. When he's
He
young.
really does. Not just say that.
Especially with that hat on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's something to do with his body. We'll find out. It's anyone's guess. I can't guess it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely something to do with his body and just tying in the themes of dreams once again
yeah.
into his character.
it could be something, he's got 2 hearts, he's got 2 stomachs, something simple like that. Or it could be something way more complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like your theory though about there being 2 individuals in there
That's right.
because that would
Cream
it
crimson.
would fit with what we've seen from the series.
Because we've got jovial, fun-loving Blackbeard, right? With
Yeah.
Jaya.
And then we've got murderous.
And then we've got murderous, crazy,
blood hungry.
blood-hungry Blackbeard that we saw in Marineford. So,
Yeah. And even Impel Down was how the happy-go-lucky one. I mean, he was happy. He was like, "Hey, I heard you made it up to Skypiea, man.
Yeah.
The One Piece does exist, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah."
yeah.
So
I think it's possible, right? Next question from Tom. Roger saying that he hasn't held the baby in a long time. Does it infer that he has held Shanks or Buggy as a baby? Possible. They did say Shanks and Buggy on the crew for ages.
The data books are wrong already, so we can throw those out.
Exactly.
About Shanks joining the crew when he was 13 or whatever.
11 or whatever.
Because that's incorrect from this flashback.
Yep.
Could have been on the crew since birth. Now, does that give Shanks even more hype?
Yes, of course.
This man raised
Absolutely.
by Rayleigh, Scopper, Roger.
Exactly. Legends.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, Shanks and Buggy. Too bad Buggy turned out
A goon.
a goon.
Yeah.
And
Hey, but Buggy's awesome though. They fear him. They fear Buggy in the verse.
Dear Buggy.
from JDT, he's got 2 questions. First question: Is the weird red aura in the last 2 anime episodes Luffy's conqueror's haki? Is the purple lightning the same with Kaido? I think Kaido's has to do with more just a visual
Well,
effect.
yeah, he
Yeah.
also does have, like, the Thunder Bagua, so they're kind of going with that.
Yeah, the
theme.
thunder
True.
motif, the lightning, the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon and the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
Luffy's red aura, it's in the opening, so I don't necessarily know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is. It's like some weird
Maybe it's Haki or
haki
I
aura
don't know,
thing.
dude.
It's, you know.
Yeah, it's just because Toei's been doing that a lot this arc with like the visuals. They've added visuals to the observation, more visuals to Conquerors, more visuals to or more visual effects to ornament as well. So I just feel like it's another variation of that.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait.
All right. His second question: Where would you rank Odin in terms of strength in the top 100?
Top 100.
Top one. Around top 30 at
Look,
the time.
just wait till he fights Kaido.
Yeah,
and we can understand
The
where
man's.
he's at.
We know the man's strong, no doubt. But how strong?
Hey,
we're gonna get that-
he survived an attack from Roger, bro.
Exactly.
He's powerful.
he's up there.
He didn't just survive a attack. He survived a named attack.
A named attack.
A named
Exactly.
attack. Yeah, ridiculous. Roger, I mean, Whitebeard calls him brother, and he's mad that he left the crew, right? He doesn't call anyone else brother.
Exactly.
Yep.
So Odin very strong.
We're gonna get that not Shanks. We're gonna get that Enma cut from Odin pretty early in the next year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is gonna be
Versus
sweet.
Kaido. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
All right. From Rosinante. Who is the baby Roger and Rayleigh refer to in this chapter?
Well, they're holding Hiyori, but look, it's
Could it be Shanks, Mihawk, or Buggy?
why Mihawk?
I don't know why Mihawk's involved in that lineup.
We
why not?
assume it's Shanks or Buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Both of them probably.
From Mari. One moment you guys wish you got to react. One moment you guys wish you got to react to the. This is worded weird, alright? But what moment in the pre-time skip do you wish you were around to react to?
Oh,
Apart from
like
Shanks.
like one single chapter 3 times
Yeah.
when Shanks arrived at Marineford. I think.
He said.
I mean,
he said you can't mention Shanks.
Oh damn it!
He's dying, I guess.
Ace dying. Yeah.
The bell would have been cool.
Skype
Ringing the
here.
bell and Skype here would have been cool.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I chose the Shanks one is because I remember that jump was crazy. We were losing our minds. But I think aside from that one that you just said, ringing the bell, that would have been awesome. Maybe the chapter whenever Shanks and Whitebeard clashed, because I feel like we had never seen something like that before, and being able to react to that probably would have been huge in the community. That would have been a fun day.
Maybe even Mihawk Zoro.
Yeah.
All the way back in
All the way
Naruto.
back there. What about Luffy defeating Rob Lucci? Classic.
Cool.
Oh, definitely. Great stuff.
The Jet Galley.
Now stabbing herself and
Arlong Park.
Luffy
yeah,
giving her
no.
the hat.
March on
For
Arlong
sure.
Park chapter with the
March on
spread.
Park, yeah.
Ooh, that spicy spread.
Yeah. All of us crying together when the Mary's funeral. That would have been fun.
Versus Luffy. How could we forget that?
Ah, dude, can you imagine how that would have been in the community?
Yeah.
Oof.
There you go. That's some answers
Amazing
for it.
stuff.
All right. From David. Would Odin have been pushed back as hard if he was not in the midair when he was hit? Also, is the reason Whitebeard and Roger didn't go all out was because the crew were next to them? a lot of
I feel
a lot
like
of ifs
the whole
and
context
buts.
around that fight
Yeah.
seems like a bit of like let's test our strength, not let's kill each other.
Sure.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, they respect each other, so they weren't just gonna kill each other. They were just like, hey, I'm flexing I'm flexing right now, and the other one's all right. I'm gonna
test
flex
the
too.
strength more than let's murder each other and
Yeah.
take the loot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to the Odin question, like,
You know, we're
hard to
never gonna
say.
find that
Really,
out.
we
you
don't,
know?
yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. From Mini Mango, do you guys think this is the last chapter of the flashback, or we're gonna get a few more? We're definitely getting a few more.
Yeah, we're going all the way to Odin's death.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
We got this far.
He's still got to return. Kaido has to turn up. Orochi has to take the throne.
Do you think we'll actually see that talk between Whitebeard and Roger, and maybe get a little bit more on the Willow D, or is that like later?
No, we're not getting anything in the world
Okay.
until Raftel, right? Unless Oda wants to end it after Wano.
Wano,
Like
it's
literally
just ended.
Wano's last arc.
like Raftel rises from the
Wano.
center of Wano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we do get anything for the World D, it's gonna be in post Wano, and it's only gonna be just a slight mentioning.
Well, there's many
or a hint.
poneglyphs. Yeah, there's many poneglyphs to read after Wano finishes. We still got the ones
For
on
sure.
Cake Island we haven't read.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we're
Plus
here's
the one
shit
in
to
the
read.
secret chamber that Brooke saw.
Yeah.
And the
Yep.
yeah. So
When
and
are we
the
gonna
red
get
one.
that? After Wano's?
I guess
Post
when
Wano.
when they're chilling out.
Yeah. Does
Post
go down
Wano
there?
for sure.
The road ones don't
Yeah.
have any history on them. They just have the
Does,
directions,
just
right?
Directions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got what, like 2 to read?
From Razzie NZ. Hey team, what's your thoughts on Endgame Kobe? Do you think he'll be Admiral level or a bit higher or lower? Also, assuming he plays a important role in the end, do you think he'll end up being a friend of the Straw Hats? What do you reckon?
Kobe's
I think he's most certainly 100% going to be Admiral level at the end of the series.
After the 10-year time skip analog.
Oh, okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna get it.
Meh. If Otis, I've said this before when the Haycock chapter came out with the Warlords. If Otis serious about making Kobe relevant, he'll have to defeat Boa.
Boa. I know that's a
Which
shame
is
for
like no
Boa.
one wants that.
Yeah, that's a shame for Boa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if Kobe's gonna be like a serious Marine
Yeah.
in the future, and it has to happen quickly, he has to take out Boa.
Yeah.
For him
Which
to
is
be
not going to happen.
a serious, which, yeah. So
Will they ally in some sort of alliance?
yeah, I imagine Luffy and Kobe will be in an
to
alliance at
cleanse
some point.
the Marines of evil, probably.
Yeah, good and bad Marines
Yeah.
at some point.
Kobe's going to have to be the head of the Marines by the end of the series. I think that's already been foretold. Like Luffy head on the pirate side, Kobe on the Marine
what?
side. So
We talk about this all the time. What is Dragon's plan? What is his ideology? What is his governmental system and economic
Well-
plan?
You should split the world back up into different nation states.
Is he, or is he just like, I have the best idea, I will rule it with my grand vision?
Let's hope it's not that.
Okay.
Let's hope it's not the same.
I don't
as
think we're
Legend
gonna
of
get
Dragons.
in-depth political
I
things.
I think just
Dragon,
based
but-
on like Mellow Betty and everyone else's mindset, I feel like they're just focused on freedom. They just want to free everybody from the shackles of the world government.
I think they're gonna
And that's
split.
also Dragons.
They're gonna demolish the world government. Everyone's gonna go back to their own nations.
And then what, they have their navy
Yeah.
to combat pirates, or?
you could have a UN
But
situation.
is there
I don't
still
know.
a tax situation, Christian? Do the poor countries still have to pay tax for
No?
to pay for the navy?
It's a
No,
free. It's a free
I don't
service
think so.
to the people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Even though
I
that's
think,
what
I think the
happened.
government will just like be your regular justice system that you would have in a place.
I think the world government would have to collapse and non-existent. That's what I would think.
Yeah,
Um,
it's difficult
but-
because pirates are still.
But you would
around,
need balance.
Yeah.
You know, like you would need balance on because if not, pirates are just gonna run the world.
But we've got Pirate King Luffy on the seas, you know.
Yeah,
But what about if he's not there anymore?
He can't be there all the time. He's only one
Yeah.
man.
I don't know.
We'll get more
Build,
dragon.
build
later.
your own armies, nations. Build your own armies,
All right.
alright? Build your own armies.
I'm interested to see what kind of slant dragon takes on freedom.
Yeah.
Because there's many ways to define it.
Because if you just reinstate the world government, someone evil's just going to take it over, and he's done nothing.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Dragon, come on. Alright. From Charlie Katakuri. Is Blackbeard multiple people? Yes. We've been saying this forever.
Okay.
Luffy said it, Marco said it, and now we're kind of getting in this chapter as well. Alright? So
Now, of course, would you have to be 3 people, Christian, because he's gonna get that third devil fruit.
I think the third devil fruit is a community meme, and it's getting less and less likely every time. It's like the Shiryu diamond fruit theory that everyone assumed
was gonna happen,
happen, and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Blackbeard getting 3 devil fruits? For him to get the third devil fruit, would have to have an equally insane scheme and plan from Blackbeard.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's kind of just like he just gets another fruit. Okay.
Why can't he have 16 fruits if you
Exactly.
have
If you can have 3, why can't he have 4? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But if he has 2 because he has two souls, 2 bodies, whatever, that makes sense. You know, it's some sort of logic.
Alright.
You know. So, I think we're getting more and more on that. From Jeremiah. Also, I think Blackbeard is from royalty of the Ancient Kingdom, maybe related to rocks, maybe not. What do you guys think? Royalty.
Listen, alright? How many times do I have to say it? Oda says it many times, alright? Bloodline doesn't matter.
I think
Yeah.
he is. I think there's been sort of the will of the betrayer in the D clan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rocks. Maybe someone betrayed them in the past. That's why they lost the war. And that evil kind of D. We kind of saw it with Doflamingo's ancient history, yeah. But
We still don't know what that big straw hat is.
the big straw
Everyone
hat.
just forgotten about that, Christian.
I think there has
The
to
big
be.
straw hat.
I think it's the will of the betrayer. You know, because we got Rock's D's are back. We got, Blackbeard.
Mhm.
Whitebeard commenting that
Do you
you're
think
not
it's gonna
it,
be like
you
a
know?
Wano situation where there's different D clans, like the Monkey D clan, there's the
Well-
Beck D clan, and then they all ruled the kingdom, and then they got collapsed
Yeah, and whatever. Yeah.
for some reason.
There's something
Is
going
that
on
an
there.
arc or is that just a flat 10-chapter flashback? That whole
I
ancient
think
history
that that'll be incorporated in Raftel because I think just based on like the whole saving the name of the ancient kingdom for the end and all that
Sure.
stuff. I think
think
all of that
Robin-
will come into
I
Raftel.
think Robin reads it, and then we get the flashback.
They
from
just
it.
tell you.
No, we get a flashback.
You get the
from it.
flashback. Yeah.
Yeah. Joy Boy being the main character.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
All right. From Thunderbird. So is Roger and Whitebeard using Ryo shielded barriers mode when they clash, or is it the next stage of King's Haki?
Bit of both.
I think it's more Ryo than
It's Rio, but there's also kings involved.
sure.
For sure.
So a bit of both. From MYB, do you guys think after seeing Roger say he wouldn't want Rayleigh and Scopper to get injured because they're his best men, does that make Scopper the third strongest of Roger's crew before Odin? Or is he still the third strongest after Odin joins? What do you guys think?
It's hard to say.
We don't even know what
Yeah, it's hard to
Scopper.
tell.
We don't even know what
We
Scopper
haven't even
does.
seen Scopper do an attack.
Yeah, Scorpion didn't even throw anything out. We don't know. Maybe.
I guess we'll find out. Maybe.
But Odin is busted.
Sure.
So, there's that.
Yeah. From SP0. This isn't a question. Okay, well, then we're not answering it. No, okay. But you need to address this on the podcast. I want you guys to tell all the Mihawk fanboys that Roger is baby shaking Mihawk. Thank you,
I mean,
and have a blessed day.
Mihawk shouldn't
Who
have a
isn't
chance
who
against
isn't
him.
Roger baby shaking?
Roger. Oh, well, Whitebeard, apparently.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so we got the Mihawk fans are out there going crazy saying Mihawk.
We still need that Big Mom Carter flashback on the rock ship for that debt as well. So we might
Like
see a
that.
little bit more
Yeah.
of Roger and Whitebeard then, maybe.
Back then, maybe.
Yeah. Or in the God Valley.
When we go there.
Surely it's like Big Mom saved Carter from death in the God Valley or something.
Yeah,
Surely it's something like that.
yeah, something like that. All right. From the Green Light. Roger reached the last island 13 years earlier. How much of the current timeline do you think will be in Wano?
What?
So, how many more years until Roger hits Wano? One? Less than one?
Yeah, it should be real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, it's
after?
just based
After
on where the
Raphael,
final voyage
basically.
goes.
Is that after
Mhm.
Pyro King? It's gonna be after Pyro King.
Yeah, it's
right?
after Raftel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. From
Because we know Odin went to Raftel.
yeah. from how powerful is Shanks during this last chapter, and who did he fight? Well, he's the God King, so he's the strongest.
Yeah, he just would have one-shot everyone.
Exactly. He just stood
Dude.
there. He didn't do anything.
He does have bandages on and stuff, so he didn't do nothing.
He did nothing. He just stood there.
Only the strongest can wear a straw hat and the Pirate King's hat
Exactly.
at once, bro.
Exactly. Said by King Recon himself.
There you go.
There you go. All right. From SP0 again. If Shanks is God King, what is Shanks' son? The
God Prince,
the son of God, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He will
He will
atone
usher
for
in
all
the
our
new
sins.
era of One Piece Z.
He will sacrifice himself for all the people who believe other people are the strongest, all right?
There you go.
Sacrifice himself for our sins. We're not worthy, all
We'll
right?
start that One Piece Z as well.
Of course.
Can't forget that One Piece Z.
From Caden. Recon, gonna read the chapter live with y'all. No.
Probably shouldn't include that question.
All right, there you go. So that's a straight no.
Mm-hmm.
From Wilson. Do you guys think God Valley is the graveyard of the Celestial Dragons? Just like Egyptian Valley of the Kings?
That's very interesting.
Possibly.
That's very interesting.
There needs to be a reason why Celestial Dragons go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there should be in Mojo.
Yeah, there's some sort of maybe some sort of ritual happens there. Some sort of, maybe it's the location of the final battle of the ancient history, and they go there to celebrate it. I don't know. There's something going on there. There has to be a reason why.
Well, they kept slaves and stuff there. Who knows? Maybe they moved to Marijoa after the God Valley incident.
Yeah, good point there as well.
But we do see the Gorosei in Ohara.
But
when in the flashback in Ohara.
no, because they blame the Nefertari family for not going up to Marijoa.
Yeah,
so they've
that's
been in
true.
Marijoa
They've
for
been in Marijoa
centuries.
for a while.
But I feel like they might, I don't know, travel to
God Valley
like one time a year or something.
Yeah.
So just to celebrate like a national holiday for them or something.
some sort of ritual, some sort of holiday. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the second question, do you think Tama is part of the other clans? So we got
Sure, she could be part of a different clan.
all the shogunate clans
Uh,
last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
maybe Tama.
I can see that.
She's a Kazuki loyalist, so maybe she's Kazuki. I don't know. From Jordan Lee, who do you think is the best villain in anime? Congratulations on the anniversary of the RSP, lads. Best villain in all of anime.
Oof. That's tough.
You talk about Dio.
He's a great villain. All
That
right?
man's definitely legendary.
You talk about Maximilian Pegasus.
Great villain.
Talk about Frieza.
Yeah.
I gotta have Takatsuki up there from Gintama.
Okay.
Definitely one of my favorites.
Shouts to King Tama. In all of anime.
Johan
Greatest-
from Monster. Phenomenal character.
Who is a villain that stands out of your mind?
You talk about anime villains, Frieza comes to mind, obviously, Christian.
Sure.
Yeah, well, if we're talking about just like a character like that, I'd say Dio for me. Just the charisma, man. And I want to name somebody from Part 7, but that's not an anime, so I can't put it in there.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Now, the real question is, when is Part 6 coming out? In anime form. That's the real question.
I know, or at least they should, after Fire Force ends, start the process, right, for Stone Ocean, if I'm not mistaken.
They should. They should, but will they?
When is Steel Ball Runner actually coming out? Like
2027. Who the fuck? Who knows?
At this point,
They need that horse technology on lock.
Okay.
Right?
Little horses.
They can't do it until they have their horse technology.
Alright.
Right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because we all know they're going to be CG.
To animate apparently the masterwork of Araki.
Exactly. The masterpiece.
Yeah, dude.
Alright?
Masterpiece.
I hear George Orlean's getting pretty good.
George Orlean coming to an end.
Oh, it is. It's getting really, really good. Because you know how every JoJo part, every time we get to the end, it always gets insane. That's where we are right now.
Yes. Now,
It's crazy.
will George Orlean ever end? That's the real question.
Okay.
We've been trying to get this branch for a couple years now.
Yeah. True.
So, yeah, that's the whole thing with JoJo, and will never end. We get like 12 chapters a year, so they're long,
Yeah.
but you know,
There it is.
it's definitely the longest part by far, just in page length.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll end at some point,
Okay.
and then the finale of JoJo Part 9 will start at some point. Let's hope, right? Because JoJo can't be the last part, right? There's not enough.
I don't think it's gonna be.
There's not enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough hype, right? Let's just say that. There's not enough hype for it to be the last part, right?
Part 9 is, you reckon it'll end it?
Part 9 has to be absolute insanity. We're talking Dio. Come back.
Yes.
Yeah, he has to be there for the end. He has to be there.
Yeah. I'm telling. I think it's gonna be. See, I can't get into it, but just to get away from spoilers. But I think it's gonna definitely involve Dio. That's for sure.
We have a part. Well, I have a part 9 theory that'll blow your mind with how great it is.
Okay.
Right. But let's not get into it because spoilers. And I'm pretty sure I've told Recon this before at some point.
Sure.
Can't remember though.
Maybe off mine, Christian.
Maybe off mine. But it's a great idea. All right, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's a JoJo corner. This episode of the One
There you
Piece
go.
Show.
Read JoJo. Watch JoJo.
Read JoJo.
Yeah, sure. Part 7, read it. It's a masterpiece. That's, you know. There you go. From, where am I? From Tom. How would Luffy destroy Fishman Island in your guys' headcanon then? The Fishman Island destruction is a curveball.
Okay.
It's a massive curveball. When does it happen?
Is it an incident kind of linked to destroying Marijoa?
Because you would assume Luffy would have to go back around at some point. Right? And he'll have to hit up Fishman Island again.
But it's not like...
It's not even confirmed that it's Luffy.
Yeah, it's a man in the straw hat.
Yeah.
But the fishermen will actually want to leave Fishman Island. So you can imagine after they...
Two birds, one stone.
Like Luffy frees the fishermen by destroying the island or something like that.
Yeah, that's an old theory, and that's what most people think it's going to be about.
Yeah.
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 Or somehow he pops the bubble and then, like, the island rises to the sea or something. Rises to, like, the
Well,
surface.
the Noah's are being fixed as we speak.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Fishman Island becoming more and more relevant every week, Christian.
Yeah.
It's true. Definitely.
So...
And it's going to be even more relevant after we find out more about Poseidon and all that stuff.
People saying once Luffy destroys the red line, Fishman Island will be destroyed because of all the rubble that falls down.
And it's too simple. It's too unclean.
Yeah. It's also kind of an accident, like he doesn't intend
Yeah.
to do that. So, it's hard. It's a hard thing to place.
It kind of also has to, like, parallel Whitebeard and, like, the protection freeing of the fishermen as well.
Sure.
So, like, he has to do something for
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to place. It's, you know, because we have to go back. That's the hard part. Like, it's hard. It's really hard to justify to go back right now.
When I was reading Naruto, the ending was straightforward, and like we kind of knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But One Piece is so tough to just predict what's gonna happen with in terms of
That's
even
for
arc
sure.
structure.
Yeah.
Or in terms of the ending can go so many ways in terms of like who does what happens when.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so difficult.
And even with this current arc, I mean, Wano, we have no idea how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It could go anywhere.
From Bindle. How many chapters until we get that chapter where Whitebeard and Roger have the conversation in Wano? 4 or 5?
If it happens.
If it happens at all.
Yeah. It could be saved for the end of the arc too. We don't necessarily have to get it now.
The little full stop
On the
exclamation
arc,
mark on the arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Fiji. Is Rayleigh still comparable to Roger after this chapter, or is he compared to Scopper? Does this mean anything for Zoro being compared to Luffy in the series?
Some kind of adjacent power scaling.
Sure, but I don't think you can compare. You can't compare Roger to Rayleigh. You can't do it. Roger's is that strong. But Roger, I still think Rayleigh was around Admiral level at his prime.
Sure.
And Roger, you know, definitely that Emperor tier, maybe a little bit above. So I think Zoro will end up around that Admiral tier.
King Recon. Many people.
Yeah.
Because I'm always an advocate for Oda's pretty good at like capping off the power scale, the power level of his characters.
Yeah.
They never like the power scale of One Piece is pretty set in stone for a while now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Many people think that like Luffy and his crew will surpass Roger to ridiculous degrees to like take on whoever by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's possible, or will Luffy be Roger level exactly, and like Zoro will be Ray level exactly, or will they surpass them to ridiculous degrees? Or like,
Yeah, see, it's. I mean, I don't think they're gonna surpass them to ridiculous degrees, but I do think that it's not gonna be as like even as okay, Rayleigh's or Zoro's gonna be as strong as Rayleigh, or on the same level or even a little above. I think everybody's gonna be uneven. So like Sanji's probably gonna be stronger in a series than I don't know, a Scopper. Or it's not going to be completely even, but I do think that at the very least, when it comes to Roger and Luffy, I think Luffy's gonna be a little higher than Roger, just based on when Roger was there at the end, he wasn't at full 100%.
yeah, he was dying.
Yeah, he was dying. So, but I feel like Luffy will be stronger than Prime Roger anyway, end of series, or at the very least on the same tier and at the same level.
It's tough, right? Because many people think Mihawk's like Emperor level and Zoro has to beat him. Therefore, like Luffy has like 2 Emperors on his crew, including himself, and it's like kind of shifts everything out of whack. Because like, I would like the story to end with Luffy and the crew sailing into the sunset with like actual strong characters around him to fight him. So like, in the viewer's mind, we can still conjure up these battles and scenarios long into the future, which would be nice, instead of just like being like, oh, Kid is Luffy's best friend and or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. From Lord Zargon, what are your hopes for One Piece going on in 2020, and what are your hopes for your channel in 2020? For One Piece, let's get into this war. Let's start this war. Let's start this battle.
Let's see what Luffy can do.
Let's see what everyone can do.
Yes, man.
Let's see what Sanji can do. Let's see what Zoro. Let's see what Nami.
We're not gonna get that this year. Next year though.
We might get a little bit of Clash, a little bit of this year.
We're not gonna see him. Yeah, maybe 2021 we'll see them go.
The big fights.
Yeah, the big fights.
Yeah.
Will happen.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about.
For the channel, I don't know. Let's hit that.
Just keep growing. There's no real goal here.
Yeah, we're just hanging around. You know? We'll just be there.
The goal of bringing the community heads together. Is working.
Yeah. Okay.
I see Morge and Ohara, right?
No.
Used to be separate from the community.
No, they're in.
Now they're bringing guests on their own podcast.
Yeah.
Bringing people into the community, sharing ideas. That was the point of the channel. And I think we achieved that point.
Well, the point of the channel was to educate people on the word of shakes. Alright? You can't forget that.
And we always do that every week.
Exactly. That'll be our crusade until the end of time. Alright?
And we'll get many followers shortly, Christian.
Alright.
When he shows himself.
When Shanks shows himself.
For sure. I'm gonna most certainly. I can't wait to listen to y'all. I hope to be on that episode whenever Shanks shows up. That's gonna be awesome.
I just like cuts Kaido's mace in half.
Insanity. Insanity ensues when Shanks turns up. We all know that. Alright. From Southbird. Is this flashback better than Law's, Robert's, or Nolan's, and why?
They're different. This isn't emotional.
This is all hype.
Also, I'm not a. He's talking about Corazon, right? He's not talking about like Law's like little backstory of how he got to Doflamingo. He's probably talking about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll have a better grasp whenever it finishes, because it's definitely going to go down the emotion.
Yeah.
And it might end up being the best one so far, but it's hard to tell right now.
How
But
could
the
you-
content within it is insane.
The hype
though.
levels are off the chart. It's the most hype.
For sure.
It's the most hype flashback.
No
for
doubt.
Sure.
No doubt.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Next question from Hebi Hime, the ultimate waifu TM. What if the Void Century was the cleansing of the world leaders, e.g. the royalty of the world, and in Wano... So in Wano, the royal family were not killed...
He's just reading here.
What's this? Let me start this question again.
Sure.
What if the Void Century was the cleansing of world leaders, e.g., the royalty of the world, and in Wano, in of killing the royal families, they let the heir and a loyal attendant who had a devil fruit that could time travel to save the line of the future. So, what if some force was killing all the royalties
and they
sent someone into the future
to save it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility.
Now, was the Void Century just a 100-year war?
Yes.
That's what we assume it was.
100-year void.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
a long time.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Which is very similar to the actual void that we have in reality.
Not many people know about the real Void Century, Christian. That may or may not exist.
It's a conspiracy theory. Does it actually exist? Who knows?
Okay. No way. Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Look it up.
We've talked about it before. I'm pretty sure
Google it if you're interested.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Catholic Church deleted 200 years of history. Maybe.
Okay.
But probably not because of genealogy and fossil evidence. So.
Yep.
Yeah, probably not. Alright. From. What are we up to?
After Heavy.
Yes. I think we're the last page of questions. Yeah. From the original patron Guts. For the GOAT coach, how much sauce was in this chapter on a scale of ketchup to spicy barbecue greatness?
Oh, bro, this was a Roger sauce of a chapter, man. I can't rank it, bro.
When is Coach Recon coming back?
When Luffy has a fight again.
Yes, exactly. Whenever we get down to the situation when Luffy's about to fight Kaido, the coach is coming back. The coach is coming.
Yeah. One of the great Recon videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was fun to record.
Yeah. From Margin, will we get a hint of what One Piece is during the flashback?
Yes.
Depends what you mean by a hint, because we have theories right now of it being some sort of
ancient
terraforming power, some sort of ancient weapon.
We know it's a lot of treasure. That's all we really know.
Sure.
But it might be something else.
Yeah.
I think we'll get another hint similar to, in Stronghold episode 0, whenever Shiki's saying, that weapon that you have, and we associate that with the One Piece. I think we'll get a hint in terms of like that. Like, we're going to get somebody name drop or say something that's going to hint towards what the One Piece could possibly be. It's going to keep us talking.
Yeah.
Now, Shiki says that ancient weapon you know the location of, not specifically possess. But that's a different situation.
Yeah.
From OK. At Christian, so me. Who is the worst person on the RFP Discord? And top 10 anime you like best? Now, if you're asking that question...
Why do people ask top 10s? Like, we don't have all day here, right?
Who's the worst person on Discord? It's you for asking that question, alright?
Okay, there we go.
There you go. And top 10 anime you like best? Have I seen 10 anime? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We'll put Cowboy Bebop. We'll put Gurren Lagann. We'll put all JoJo parts. Right? That's 5. Right there.
Does that count? Or is that just one? Does that one?
Does it count as 1? I guess it counts as 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put Hunter x Hunter.
Good man.
Kenshin?
Yeah, I'll put Kenshin.
I really hope you guys watch Gintama one day, man.
Yeah, we'll have to get around to it. All right. We'll put Samurai Champloo. We'll put Space Dandy.
Stay Dandy.
Stay Dandy.
Stay Dandy.
People underrate Space Dandy, the greatness for Space Dandy, right?
I agree. I think it's because Watanabe's created so many incredible series that that one's the underrated child, but it's so good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a list, all right? A list.
Yeah, Toriko would be on that list if it ever finished, because we would have seen Jiro go all out against those Blue Nitro.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it would
but
have been,
yeah, but
and it would have been ridiculous, but we never get to see it. It had made it full. But there it
What
is.
a shame. What a shame. All right. From Rick Dalton. Roger used the named attack, and like Christian said in the last video, it's the end of the story, and the final war is indeed Wano. With these revelations, what does it mean for your channel when One Piece ends soon? Plus, what do you think about Blackbeard? No team,
Now, Christian,
no sleep team.
When One Piece is over, do we convert into a JoJo channel, or would you return every 3 years to do a JoJo?
We
anime
return for
version?
JoJo,
Okay.
but the
Now-
podcast goes into the ether.
If One Piece Z actually happens, are we gonna give it a shot?
This reminds you of the Boruto situation.
Okay.
Alright? Is Oda writing it? Is Oda drawing it? Is Oda even involved?
Okay.
That's the question we have to ask ourselves.
But surely they have to find the best young man of greatness and talent to take over One Piece Z. Surely the people at Shueisha Christian are in the schools right now, grooming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
grooming
sure.
the next mangaka to take over. Because you
One
can't.
Piece War.
It might collapse the entire.
Does it
business.
go? Does it go to the Ishii? You know,
What?
Oda's clan. It goes to his daughter.
His daughter writes it perhaps.
Does it go to his clan?
His daughter might be not young enough to start the next episode, next series of One Piece. Christian, I don't know how old she is, but
I don't. Yeah. It's
listen,
like 10
alright.
or something.
There's no way on this earth that Shueisha doesn't do a second series without
No,
Oda.
there's no way.
It might collapse their business if One Piece ends. Alright?
100%.
So, we'll
Keep the good
give it a
times
shot.
rolling. Keep the good times
We'll give it a
rolling,
shot.
We'll give his One Piece Z a shot, but there will be at least a couple months of nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do our wrap up episodes. You know, top 10 best this, top 10 best that,
Yeah.
the definitive top 30 strongest characters,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. So we'll get content, all right,
Sure.
to do after One Piece ends. All right,
We
but
can,
we're 5 years away from
we
that.
can reminisce with all the community about the greatness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
man.
what we
Yo,
basically
that's gonna be a sad day.
Will the
that
anime
stream that we all have
community-
together? Oof.
Will the anime community collapse on itself without One Piece?
Listen, alright? Surely by the time it finishes, something has to come up.
Will the weekly anime group collapse?
That's a good question, man.
It might.
Will it
Because I feel
collapse?
like it really went and like lost its luster a little bit for a lot of people when Naruto ended. And
Yeah.
and then when Bleach ended, a lot of people left after that too. So One Piece being the only one left from that era. I mean, by the time that happens, a lot of people that are getting into anime now, thanks to My Hero and that type of stuff, are probably going to be taking over for us. So
But I
there'll
feel
be a
like-
new
I
generation.
feel like My Hero will end.
Yeah, does
around the
My
same
Hero
time
have
as One
5 years
Piece.
left?
Yeah, like I don't know
much
how long
content
that
no,
is
series
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
that's the thing, like, what will take the throne, Christian? Will we see something maybe in 2020 that is actually good in a new series in Shonen Jump?
I mean, people say Black Clover's good. You know.
We'll see.
I don't, but that's not taking over for One Piece, man.
No, we need
That's
something.
definitely
We
not
need
taking
something
over.
legendary, Christian. We need something
Yeah.
once in a generation.
But how?
We haven't had something once in a generation for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Attack on Titan to me is one of those series that has the popularity and the quality to do that, but it only comes out once a month and it's in a different magazine. So it's,
And it's ending soon, so
yeah.
yeah. There you go. All right. From Frizik, what are your thoughts on about Oda's Jump Fest and message? Roger visited Lodestar before God Valley. Do you think the Poneglyph copy that he showed to Odin is from God Valley?
We talked about this a little bit here.
Is it a road Poneglyph because he's explaining it?
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
can't remember from the chapter. Do you have the chapter open, Rico? I can pull it up.
Yeah, I think it's a road because he's explaining it.
Yeah, he's explaining the road poneglyphs, so I assumed it's one of the road poneglyphs.
Yeah. Maybe there is one on God Valley. Who knows? Alright. From Main Damoon. Gotta say, the show is awesome. And we are get the boys this week. Question for Recon. How many Santa hats did you wear for this chapter?
I think we might have to.
Yeah, well, I put on like 3, if I'm not
Three.
mistaken.
I think it was 3, yeah.
How many?
It was hype.
How many Santa hats do you own?
So I have those 3, and then there's one that is kind of like it's so old that I have to find it. But whenever I do find it,
the legendary ancient Santa hat
Yeah.
of prophecy.
yes, it's frozen under a chamber right now.
Exactly. only comes out for the ultimate hype.
Okay.
It'll only come out for Shanks. It'll only come out for
There
Shanks.
you go. Random question for the Red Force podcast. If Vice Admiral Suru got her hands on a black blade, could she wash the haki off? She would.
The wash fruit is complex, Christian. Okay, it's possible though.
Does the washing line come with the fruit?
Yes,
that a
it's like
separate-
Hina. She can
Or is that a separate
she can
add-on?
summon cages. I'm sure she summons the wash.
Yeah.
Is that awakening?
Now,
True
does she
that.
also?
Is the line awakening?
Maybe it's
Is
awakening.
do the pegs act like Mondor's nails in his books? Can you not escape the fishing line
Okay.
once the peg is on? All these kinds of
Do you also
questions.
get a washing basket to go with your washing with this Dell fruit?
There's
I think
other-
that'd have to be Awakening. That would have to be Awakening.
Yeah, of course.
sure. The
Right.
basket.
Now, is the washi fruit the upgrade of the soap fruit?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of loads are we talking? We're talking heavy. We're talking cold, hot.
It really is a water fruit that no one ever talks about.
Also, is there a dryer fruit?
I mean, we've got oven, right? We've got,
Oven. True.
Many random fruits in the story, Christian,
Yes.
that, if you think about it, make no sense. But we're
From Anthony Plan. Since Jinbei is dead,
here. Okay.
what are the chances of other people from Wano joining the crew? This man
Trolling.
trolling, thinking Jinbei's dead.
Jinbei's not dead.
Jinbei's not dead.
Now, music
Jinbei's
video.
gonna have one of the greatest entrances ever when
Now,
it comes into
music,
Wano.
a new music video collaboration with One Piece, Christian, where we saw Zoro's Enma sword colored,
Sure.
which is green.
It looks very cool.
Looks very cool. Neon green and black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jinbei is with the crew
Yes.
in the splash image with all the party members there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will Jinbei ever drink the sake to join the crew? Okay.
Yeah.
Now he shed blood with the captain.
Yep.
But it's kind of
He
it's
joined
kind of
the- he
official.
joined the fish in a
It's kind
Hokage
of official,
Island.
not really official.
It is official.
Luffy said he's
Luffy
the
said he's the
captain
captain.
now.
So
That's
it's
right.
official. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
He just has to turn up not dead.
Okay.
And he's joined the crew. Alright? Alright.
Yep.
From Lord Zarkon. Why do people keep saying Momo is going to join the crew? He has a country to run when Kaido and Orochi are gone.
Surely Hiyori runs the country.
Yeah. I don't know if Momonosuke's around the country. Maybe Hirori will run it. Yeah. Maybe Kinemon and the crew will run it. Because maybe Momonosuke goes on his adventure with Luffy.
Okay.
Like his father went on an adventure. Right?
Mm.
So I think
Okay.
Momonosuke can join the crew. We see Shanks and Buggy on Roger's crew. I don't know why people hate a child being on the Straw Hats. We already have the gag. With
Yeah.
with
Sanji, Robin,
Sanji and Brooke
Nami.
getting angry
Yeah.
at him.
Classic.
Yeah.
So if we have Momonosuke joining, would that mean that Tama could join too? To have two?
Could we just
to
have the
mirror
child?
Shanks and Buggy?
Could we just have the child trio from Wano?
The child trio, huh?
We got
Child
Momo, Tama, and Toko.
Yeah.
Get all of them.
All right, let's do
The
it.
kid trio, right? We have our own Usopp pirate crew.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yo, that would be awesome hearing like all their reactions to Usopp's stories. That would be great.
Yeah.
What are the names? Carrot, pepper,
And
onion?
Onion, yeah. Yeah. Those three characters. Alright. Those are all the questions. That's the episode. Shout out to King Rico.
We want to thank King Rico for turning up.
We do.
Always a
Yo,
pleasure.
thank you for inviting me, man. This is fun as always, man. Fun as always.
You can like the channel. You can subscribe to the channel.
Go subscribe to King Recon.
You can check out and read my webtoon on Webcomics. Shout us all look out for it. I put out a new chapter. Read it.
Speaking of webtoons and comics, Christian, special edition anniversary chapter featuring your favorite YouTubers.
Should be out
And
soon.
maybe your not so favorite YouTubers. Will be out soon.
Shortly.
Maybe when this releases on YouTube. Probably not.
Okay.
Okay? But it will come out.
Alright.
And I hope you enjoy it.
Alright.
It's
Full of
good time.
memes, full of community banter.
Just full of everything.
Alright. Get ready for it. It's coming. You might see a little guest appearance from King Recon in it.
Oh, King Recon might be in it. I
Hey.
don't know.
Okay. You know.
Looking forward to
Alright,
that.
there you go. Shanks the God King. Good night.
Good night.